This is a story of how children brought back the night. The delicate clockwork of space and time was ticking away a new solar cycle. Days were almost twice as long, and the nights barely there. Rivers have retreated, and trees have shed their leaves forever. And unlike the birds who were quick to notice the novel imbalance and disappeared from the blown-out skies, humans rejoiced, grateful that the cold, ominous night was done for at last. They refused to seek shade, for it was them who had slipped a splinter among the celestial gears in the first place. And so the shadows were imprisoned underground by the forever noon. Every time the earth turned its face away from the sun to rest for a few fleeting moments, the shadows broke out of captivity and acted out their rage on anyone who had sanctioned their involuntary containment. And so, in the brief moments of slumber, men were being strangled by enemies their eyes couldn't see. One shadow for one man. At that point in history, all forces in the universe turned their gaze towards the earth to watch the world of man spiral into fear and become a harsh, unpredictable place. Would they learn? Would they change? As the cosmic bats were piling on both sides of Earth, it was understood that knowing one's own shadow was the hardest task in existence. It was human children, too little to cast a shadow, too young to be blind, who envisioned a future made brighter by bringing down the exposure notch. Unwilling to lose parents to lack of providence, the children of the world gathered around the dozing adults and waited for suppressed darkness to emerge from the ground. Soon the earth began to tremble with 1,000 little fingers digging their way to freedom, ready to wrap around insentient necks. But when a dark hand appeared above the surface, a child was there to grab it and hold it reverently in its bright, warm hand. And so little humans invited ancient shadows back into the world of light. Out of love and gratitude for the creatures too little to know rejection, the shadows dispersed into the vault of sky, and doing so, brought back the night. From then on, the planet and all it has birthed enjoyed restful sleep in a shade that was both merciful and, for the first time, deeply familiar.